How teenagers can make money online with one of these four paths. 54% of teenagers have a job, according to a 2019 study. Obviously, during the summer, the employment rate among youth is much higher. But can you actually make money on the side while still having time to go to school and have a social life? The answer is yes, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get started. I don't have a webinar, course, or book to sell you. I'll give you all the information you need to start making money in 2020. I didn't include obvious things like go babysit your neighbor's kids. I know you're not here for that. Now, I know that everyone tells you that your teenage years are the best years of your life, and that's true. But that doesn't mean that you should just float around with no real purpose and do nothing with your life. In fact, teenagehood is the best time to get started and get ahead of the game, and gain some experience in money, business, communication, and lots more. So if you're interested in making some money this year, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's get started with the 4 most profitable and non-time consuming side hustles for teens. Number 1, become a freelancer. Freelancing is still one of the best, most relevant, and one of the easiest ways, especially this year, to make money. Just about anyone can do this. Freelancing is basically working for different companies in an autonomous way. It means that you aren't employed, you don't have a boss, and you can work as much as you want. You can even do it from the comfort of your home, so you don't need to worry about commuting. And even if it isn't the easiest thing to do, you can make some pretty decent money. And who knows, it might just become a career path. There are people doing this all over the world for a living, but you don't have to commit long term if you don't want to. Now, in order to be a freelancer, you have to have something to offer, and it could be anything. As long as you know a thing or two about computers, technology, social media, and anything related, you should be good. So here's a list of services you could offer as a freelancer. Video post-production, animation, 3D design, logo design, graphics, Photoshop retouching and editing, product reviews, article writing, closing, copywriting, blog writing, social media management, social media marketing, translation, and much more. If you can think of something that you can do entirely from home, chances are there's someone looking for that service, and probably someone's already making money with it. Now, I know this won't be that easy at the beginning getting your first client, but once you do, it's like a domino effect, and it will only get easier and easier. So here's how you find your first client, and how it works on most freelancing websites like Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer, and so on. Someone posts a job post explaining what they need and how they need it done. Then all relevant freelancers send a proposal. The client will end up with a bunch of proposals, and he'll choose the one that he thinks has the skills to get the job done. Before hiring you, they'll read your proposal and also check out your profile, and this is why it's very important to have a strong, well-crafted profile. Just be professional and describe your skills and experience. And here's where most people stop and get it wrong. So chances are you won't find a client in the first few days, nor are you likely to find one in the first week either. And there's a very simple reason for this. No one trusts you. And why should they? Your portfolio is empty. You probably don't have any experience and you have 0 feedback on the website. But all you need is that one first client and that one 5-star feedback, and you'll launch your freelancing activity. I want you to finish this video with everything you need to get started. So here are some of my best tips on how to find your first clients. Step 1. Build an impressive profile. First of all, people need to know who they're working with. You're a human being, so please do upload a profile picture, one that's somewhat professional. Selfies aren't the best, so it's better if you get some help from a friend. Just keep it sober, smile, and upload it to your profile. The description of your profile is the first thing the client is going to read. Don't tell a story about how you always liked grapefruit. No one cares. Keep it relevant to your skills and your experience. It's very important for people to really understand what type of person you are. So if you really want to make it flawless, you can shoot a short video. Nothing too fancy. You don't even need to edit it if you can't or don't want to. Just introduce yourself in a professional manner, talk about your experience, and obviously, what you can offer and how you plan to work. And that's it for the profile. Step 2. Start sending proposals. Now, here's the hardest part. Finding your first client. It won't be easy, but if you keep it up and improve your writing skills, you'll eventually get the chance to complete your first job. In order to write good proposals, first of all, forget about skipping work. You cannot copy and paste the same proposal over and over again. People notice. So read the whole job description. Make sure that your skills match and write entertaining and personalized proposals. Also, remember to include some of your ideas and how you'd approach that project. Send proposals only to jobs that match your skills. If you know more than one language, you could also try searching for jobs in the other language you know. For example, if you know German fluently, you could search for German-related jobs. This way, you're going to have less competition and bigger chances of actually getting those clients. Step 3. Over-deliver your first job. I know this doesn't sound right, but here's the thing. The first job you'll get will probably be underpaid, and you'll still have to over-deliver. But you only need to do this once in order to assure that your first client will give you the best rating he or she could ever give you. You see, all your future clients will judge you based on that one review only. And if that review's negative, it's over. And you'll have a harder time gaining clients' trust and work again. So keep that in mind. So that's it on how to get started with freelancing. Now, let's go to the next money-making opportunity. Number 2, teach something. You know things that other people don't, so why not get paid to teach them? This one is very interesting, and almost anyone can do it. You only need to be a patient teacher, and you'll make some decent money. There's a lot you could teach. For example, you could teach older people how to use an email service, like Gmail. Or you can teach them how to use social media, computers, or smartphones. When I found out how many people are willing to pay for someone to teach them this stuff, I was surprised. Many really want to learn, but they can't do it by themselves, and that's the problem you can solve. You could also teach a foreign language, or you could help young students with their homework. If you're in high school, you can teach middle or elementary school kids how to properly do their homework, how to study, or you could even help them with their maths, grammar, language, or other skills. Number 3, sell stuff online. Look around your house and you'll probably find something that you've been keeping for later use for like 2 years or more. You probably have a lot of random stuff you keep for quote-unquote just-in-case moments, but the cases never actually happen. It's time to get rid of all that. So why not make some money? There are many apps that you can use to find clients locally and nationally, and those are fine. But the Facebook Marketplace has huge potential. Take good pictures of the object, upload it on the Facebook Marketplace, write a good description, write relevant tags, upload it, and wait. If it goes well, you'll get tons of messages from people all over your country. But if you don't, you might want to upload more and more stuff. So let's say you're successful and you run out of stuff to sell. Now what? Well, if you want to go to the next level, you could start flipping, which is basically still selling stuff but buying it first. You can go to one of those garage sales and spot valuable objects, buy them for a ridiculously low price, and then sell them on eBay or Facebook Marketplace for a higher price. Number 4, social media management for businesses. Now more than ever, businesses reach clients through the power of the internet and social media. It's actually so important that some business owners are willing to pay very good money to anyone that knows how to craft decent social media posts. So if you know how to use Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, you might as well just start a mini social media management business and make money out of what you already do for free, posting stuff. Some of the niches that you can approach are restaurants, bars, clubs, and related. Those are the ones that are also looking for a younger audience, so they need someone that understands young people and social media to interact with their target. In order to find your first client, there are many things you could do. For example, you could just send them an email and propose your services. Otherwise, you might cold call them or even interact with them directly at their business. Local businesses are much easier to convince than bigger corporations for obvious reasons. Urgency on this kind of service is gigantic right now, as you're watching this video, because after the lockdown and the coronavirus pandemic, people are using the internet for almost everything. And if a business isn't online, it won't survive for long. So, which one are you going to try? Comment down below and let us know how it goes for you. In summary, you could 1. Become a freelancer and offer your best skills to the marketplace by working on freelance websites like Fiverr and Upwork. 2. Share your knowledge with people that are willing to pay for it, like teaching older people how to use email services or social media networks. You could also teach a language or become a tutor in maths, grammar, or anything else for middle and elementary scholars. 3. Sell all the useless stuff in your house and/or start flipping other objects. You can buy them in garage sales and you can sell them on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. 4. Manage social media pages for businesses that need it the most. For example, restaurants. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel right now. We focus on giving you value and entertaining educational videos that will make you a better person, financially and socially. We make videos on business, finance, money, entrepreneurship, mindset, and so much more. So, if you don't want to miss out, subscribe now. Comment below your opinions and any additional tips. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one.